Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see the implementation of auxiliary area under curve AUC and ROC. So for this, we will continue from the previous video of logistic regression, in which we have used the logistic regression, and we know that area under curve is a metric to measure the performance of logistic regression algorithm or model, you can say. So before watching this video, you all should just watch the logistic regression implementation video, so that the 70% practical of this which has been covered in that, you will get basic knowledge of that. So let's have a quick review what we have done in the previous one. So in that, we imported the necessary libraries, we worked on the diabetes data set, and we have divided the data into x and y, dependent and independent. uh, all such things were done in the previous video of logistic regression. So let's quickly have a look at that. In this, if anybody having still any query, just go through the logistic regression implementation Python video once, then, because that is to be understood before understanding area under curve implementation. So here we have imported all the functions. This is up to the logistic regression part. Fine. So here we can say uh, till this point we have performed the logistic regression. Now what we do extra thing in this is, once this logistic regression is done, here is a change in this we have. So what we have over here is, in we are using one additional parameter, that is decision function, which is available in model logistic. So under model logistic, in which we have fitted the model and the logistic regression has been performed. So here in y underscore predict underscore logistic, it consists of the result of applying the function decision function. In logistic regression, we simply used here predict function to do the prediction, but here we are using decision function, because we know, we have discussed in the AUC and ROC video, that we need false positive rate and true positive rate parameters when we want to draw a curve, area under curve. So in that case, we need a function that will give those values. So that function is decision function. So here decision function is the method which is present as a classifier in the classifier class in sklearn framework. This method basically returns a numpy array in which each element represents whether a predicted sample of x test by a classifier lies to the right side or the left side of the hyperplane. And also it will give us the hyperplane value, it gives us the x test positive rate and the magnitude of positive value. Also it gives the negative large magnitude. So we know that we need FPR, false positive rate, and true positive rate to give the accuracy of the model. So that's why we need this. So before, if you have not gone through the video on area under curve and ROC, in which this has been explained in detail, I suggest all of you to watch that video once. After that, you should must watch the video of logistic regression, then you will be able to understand this. So I will also give the description link, also give the link to the description of the videos of AUC, ROC and the linear regression, so that you must understand the basics of that before getting into detail of this AUC. So now we know that we have used the logistic function on this model, logistic regression model on X test. Let's quickly run it. So now let's print the values for that. So here what we have now, what we need to do in this case, from sklearn matrices we will import ROC underscore curve and AUC. So that is to be imported, these functions. After that, what we do, logistic regression FPR, logistic TPR, that is false positive rate, and true positive rate that is required, we will pick that. Then we will take the threshold also. So we need not to pass these values, we will just get these values from the decision function. So for that, apply the function ROC underscore curve on y test, y prediction, y prediction logistic, AUC logistic. So for that, use the function AUC on logistic FPR and logistic TPR. So for plotting the diagram, we will use the function PLT, which is there. We have imported this in matplot library for drawing the plot. So here we will use that plt dot figure, that is fixed size 5 by 5, whatever size you want to get, 6 by 6 or 10 by 10, it's all the plot sizes. So dpi dot per inch 100, whatever you want to give over here, you can give these parameters. So after that, plt dot plot logistic fpr will go as input, logistic tpr, that is their marker, we whatever marker we want, notation, whatever label you want to give, that is logistic area under curve. It will be calculated, it will be represented in percentage. For that, use percent AU logistic, which will give the accuracy of the model in digital form, like 30, 98%, 97%, whatever. To give the label on the x-axis and y-axis, we give that x-axis as false positive rate, y-axis as true positive rate, and then use the plot legend and just plot dot show, just run it. So here we have got the curve. So if you look at this diagram, you can see along the x-axis false positive rate is there, along the y-axis it is true positive rate, and this is ROC, that is receiver operating characteristics that have been drawn. And here we have used here we have displayed the accuracy, that is area under curve is 0.85. So when we applied the logistic regression algorithm, we have implemented the logistic regression model on the dataset diabetes. In that case, the total area under curve in that case, or the accuracy of that model, is 85.6%. So similarly, you can print other values like mean squared error, and all such things can be done as we have done in linear regression. But for logistic regression, this area under curve is one of the good metric to present that figure. So that's all about logistic regression. For any query or for any suggestion, you can write in the chat box. Also, if you have not subscribed my channel yet, you do subscribe the channel, because many more videos are coming on sport vector machine, k nearest neighbor, gate questions, on how to solve the gate questions on those topics. So all will be available on this channel. So thanks for watching the video.